Alright, I'm gonna pick Taria.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I'm going to take Taria. I've spent a lot of time with Jill, so...
All right. So,
hi.
what are we fetching?
You.
I have taken the liberty
I
of
like Clive's
preparing a
butt,
list.
don't we all?
Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Okay.
So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Thank you, sir.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Alright. To Northreach Markets.
Now, where's Taria?
Do you see anything you like?
Platinum sword, huh? Oh. Platinum cannons. Reduces raging fist cooldown time by 3.5 seconds. I'm gonna pick that up.
You've a keen eye.
Because I use that in my build. So
Come back again.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
Won't have
these.
you spoiling another catch.
There you are, Taria.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
oh, I'll bring the nuts. Bring the big nuts.
Don't tell me you've forgotten what you're looking for already. Garlic and pepio nuts. Do you want to take the list?
Only if you come with it. Ha! Sorry, Jill.
Oi, don't touch anything.
All right, I got a pepio nut.
Go on, take it. And go on, take it. Thanks for nothing.
Take it.
How the hell is anyone supposed
Go
to
on.
afford that?
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
What can I interest you in today?
Garlic, I'm killing vampires.
Yes. I trust it's all here.
That should do it. Hopefully Taria's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did.
Why, just this
Here.
morning I found him with his head buried in my nuts. That was a great fucking line, dude. That was so hilarious. The financial boon that comes with being a protagonist.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Sure.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
Not really.
In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taria.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
How come no one hugs in this game? Is that not like a thing? Animation's hard.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the Hideaway, all right?
Now, Kith.
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
She's back to Taria now. Okay.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
I came straight here.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
I think there might be a little underlying jealousy in there. Jill?
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taria how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Listen, Pyro, Clive is handsome, so...
You can count on me.
It's true.
I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
Oh?
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Pulls out some chloroform.
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man.
I think we're in.
For once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Thank you, Hippocrates. I don't have time. 500. Black blood, some kill bugs.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need.
Mandervillian
He's
sweat.
supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
To the Black Hammer, yeah. What's the Black Hammer? Oh, that's where, okay, that's where My man's.
You know, when I got
Black
into the
Torrent.
smithing game,
Gotcha.
I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Some precision or walloping. Let's do it, Blackthorn. Sometime later, 5 years later. I just deleted it. You
It's
can
finished.
do whatever else you
It's
might wanna
finally
do.
finished.
I think timeout.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
What?
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Oh, thank God.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Nice.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
It's usually also a bot and not a real person. So I wouldn't worry
Thinking
about
about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that.
You're definitely
And
your
I'll do everything
father's
I can
daughter.
to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I
Yeah,
was.
lip syncing here is
And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
not great.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Do people talk like that?
Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
People say that?
Is that the thing Tomes had?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the Hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not
Can you
quite.
blame her?
She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
I might still be able to catch her.
We got played.
That the thing Tomes helped him on.
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, and she. But
I got
anyway,
ghosted.
I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
I got ghosted.
Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in
Fuck
person.
this shit.
Post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Meditch.
Don't.
I got a letter for you. F. Thanks, Obulus.
What tidings, Uncle?
Byron? My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Tellerman's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Who shall we pillage first? Fetch me my cutlass.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Such a weird design decision. It's just strange. Maybe it paints weird pace like Mid was leaving and then you wait after a few hunts. I know. That's why I'm saying, like, don't give me the quest then. Give it to me after. That's what I'm saying. If you didn't interact with the main quest, you could have gone to it immediately. That's almost even, like, worse. I'm pausing it because the ad is still playing. I forgot. Got a minute left, so I'm just waiting to... It just seems like a weird... I've just never... I just don't know that I've ever played another game that I can at least remember where they gave me a quest and then immediately put me in a state where I could not accomplish said quest. Even if I had a moment to do it, it's just like weird. I don't know. Whatever. Don't worry, it only took me 3 notes of Sid's theme to make me feel sad. It has some weird quirks, that's for sure. Usually it tells you that quests are locked from progressing before it happens. I don't think it did that this time. I don't know. 30 seconds and then we'll continue. Possible. Genshin Impact has the same that same design. Tons of quests that block each other. Just interesting. It's interesting the way that it's set up, but whatever. Like I said, it's not like that. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, not like a deal breaker. Just confusing when you're in the moment and you can't do the thing. I think mostly Crew Day I have done that. On my playthrough, I normally do the side quest before even touching the red one. So I think that was the mistake in this case, was like I should have just not even interacted with them standing there and should have just gone to the green one. And I'm pretty sure that's what I've been doing up until this point.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in 2 places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Oh. Karen and Goots are here.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
The only one that remains in Storm, okay. Is in the Crystalline Dominion, okay.
Our
Yes.
next target.
That's correct, yes.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
The story so far is really good, Jungle
That
Cat.
that'll stop.
There's been some little hiccups here and there, some little moments of exposition that I wasn't like the biggest fan of necessarily, but overall I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
Yeah.
If
time
you're
to go
off
to
to
the
the
Crystalline
Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
I'd be happy to.
Goods.
He's my favorite
Oh, I
lump.
am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed
He's
by the
bugging,
merchants.
dude.
Just show them Goots' traders pass,
He's
and you'll be on your way.
He's so stoked.
It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
That was nice. That was a great scene. It's scenes like that, you know, that make this game pretty special. I was thumbing through the Hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Yeah. Being able to write them in your journal would be nice. Copy them into your journal. That way you don't have to come back to Nectar, but they have to find a way to make that NPC relevant.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen.
I just don't feel any
I've some
connection to him.
bad news.
He's like hardly even my dog. And then I find out like he's the fucking guardian fucking thing of Shiva. It's like, bro, that's like not even, it's fucking lame.
It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say.
Oh my god.
I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
Only 500?
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5
Each?
million. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
What about Byron's money?
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
Oh. Something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
Yeah.
I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
I suppose this is goodbye then.
I'm sure Karen will understand.
That's... Oh, man. Oh, poor Go. That's funny. Casey Tara, I'm doing great.
20 months. I hope you're doing great today, Pyro.
I am.
Them 3.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being sub for 20 months as a tier 3. Fuck. I really enjoy this side quest. It's quite good. Good.
What am I gonna do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries.
The Dame, Isabel.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
Outfit's cute as fuck. Isabel's? Yeah. It's like very colorful. She's a courtesan. She's a pimp.
You really have outdone yourself.
Isabel's actually a pimp.
Otto asked me to give it to you.
That's like not even cap.
To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto
The madam.
to keep it.
Technical term is madam.
I tried to tell him as much the first time around.
Yeah.
The man owes me nothing.
A pimp.
Nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy.
Fuck is this?
And blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
That was nice. A pimp named Slickback. A pimp named Isabel. My name is a pimp named Slickback. What's up, Martha?
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here. But it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Cid for a rainy day. Otto now deems that day to have arrived and wishes to use the rubies to pay off 3 outstanding debts to Lady Karen, Martha of Martha's Rest, and Isabel of the Vale. No, you gotta say the whole thing.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
So take it.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged that
Goat
much,
forgot to
no
set
one
up
would
his
ever borrow from
automatic
me
payments.
Again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Cid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Cid may have been the face of the Hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Cid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
Oh,
His
yeah,
death
that
was
quest
hard on
earlier
everyone.
is so nice.
But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Cid's replacement.
Oh, brother, this guy
I know
stinks!
what he saw in Cid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
An intolerant
and
twice as rugged.
Company.
I suppose I do. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
If he's still... Assuming Karen hasn't killed him. That's funny. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's Atlas. Oh, they show up on the map after you discover them. Big motherfucker. Why did he stagger over? That's unfortunate. Couldn't see it.
Kill!
Let's try.
Find how.
Oh, I missed it.
Come on! Too slow.
Deep breaths. Goodbye, Atlas. Nice. Sick! That was dope. Underleveled, who gives a fuck? Finish him! Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. That was dope. What's this? Orichalcum? There was once a time when orichalcum was so abundant that it was used in everything from armor and weapons. Coins and cutlery. However, when the twins' only orichalcum mine was finally exhausted, the trading price for the noble metal increased tenfold, causing people to hoard what they had and ultimately making it rarer than even adamantite. Wow. Gimme, gimme. We used it.
Back to sleep with you.
Sick. Sometimes you just gotta lose all your potions to stop getting hit. Sometimes. Nice.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
It'd be cool if there was day and night cycle in the zones. It'd be cool if this place could be nighttime and be like all lit up with like torches or something.
Sid gets the energy.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not.
True.
But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Fine. That's nice of you, Karen.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers.
Wow.
Give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. Which is where I met him. He bought passage to... forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
That was nice. Valorant, thank you for resubbing for
But I couldn't
19
even
months.
do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the Hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go where at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
Aw, do I get to put that on my wall?
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
What do you have?
Emotional damage? Fuck. Wow, side quests. Balls with viscous liquid inside. Stop! It really takes a lot to chug it down, if you know what I'm saying. tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. Make for Baklai. We should have put Kupka's hands on the wall. You guys are savages. Potion is
This
stored in the
used to be a
vault.
trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
This game is fucking beautiful. I am the law. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Nine pinches of magic ash. Triad.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble
Crew
up ahead.
day.
And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
You just gonna fucking answer? You just gonna talk about me like I'm not standing right in front of you? Like, I just ask you a question. Is there danger on the fucking road?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
You can start by speaking to me.
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding...
Before we address this fellow's existence, shall we ponder right in front of him whether or not he'll be useful to us? Yeah, I think he could probably help us out a bit, be a little useful. Hello there, friend. Nice to meet you.
Fuck you.
The merchant's missing cart.
Fuck your cart.
Seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look. Chances are they'll come for you either way.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along.
Shvetko?
Now,
I don't know.
Hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits,
Jonas.
You keep your eyes open.
All right.
Svetko?
Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us.
Okay.
You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Got it.
You'll be doing Boklad a favor if you can clear out that pass. Why, I dare say they'll give you a hero's welcome.
There's something very sus about this. You two...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Gee, that was quite the death sound right there. Okay.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
There is no cart. You've just taken down a proper bandit camp without any reason. Thanks for clearing that out, though. Now we can move on. Okay, there's this cart. Oh, they have them all.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
They're after it themselves. These motherfuckers, dude.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Yeah, that merchant's definitely dead.
Look at them all. I thought the bastards would have eaten the lot by now.
Well, we won't be going hungry, that's for sure. You've had your reward and you're not getting any more. Now piss off.
I don't feel good about that. I do not feel good about that.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Oh, wow. Oh, right. I remember them showing this part. Yeah, and like everything about it looks good, except those NPCs down there not having any shadows. That doesn't look good. But everything else looks nice.
So this is Zemeckis.
Zemeckis, huh?
The land of the gods.
Oh.
It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power.
What?
The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever...
What? A vast cavity in the earth. The water just keeps falling in.
Just to plumb those depths. Perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
Oh, we're going in there.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers.
That's right, it's a good screenshot anyway. Fucking keep it.
To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Talk about screenshot worthy. God damn. Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom, seat of the Imperial Court, audience chamber in the Imperial Palace.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
What?
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
He's a kid! Why not Dion?
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
That's what you think?
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
With a perfect timed lightning strike, dude.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate.
Rowena Syndicate?
Silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Sickness must be purged!
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
This fucking bitch.
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
I hate her so much. She's talking a lot of shit for someone in Gigaflare range.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Mother.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Boklad. Finally.
The Boklad markets.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
Okay. Look like non-bread. Mm-hmm.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
Goots, I need my badge.
He must be around here somewhere.
They're sweet as nectar.
Well, he's fucking huge, so you can't miss him.
I'll take the
There he is.
one.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my
course it's
pocket
gone.
a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped
course
into
it's
me
gone.
and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have
Why
nicked
wouldn't it
it,
be?
do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass...
We won't get through without that pass. We won't give up without a fight. We're gonna live on.
Nowhere.
We're gonna survive.
Buck lad who might be able to help
Because
us.
today
No one knows
is
more
our
about what goes on around
Independence
here than
Day.
she is.
Where do we find her?
That's what they say right before aliens wipe them all out. GG, that's the end of the movie.
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
Right.
All right,
We'll
Randy
meet you
Quaid,
there.
though. You know what else you can get through the checkpoint? Turning into a damn fire demigod and walk over.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocolate.
Rip Randy Quaid. Yeah.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the check.
Oh. Okay.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
10 million?
We're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
This character looks like a bad
So
boy.
what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
Yes, she does.
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well.
This character looks like a wife.
Like you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
Right.
Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Is it because you can't get through the gate without it? Do you really have to explain? That is Lisa's VA?
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down
Holy shit, it is Lise. Oh man. Yeah, that's definitely Lise.
on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us.
It sounds exactly like her.
Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all.
She's got a new
And
lease
with
on life.
demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity.
Wait. Is her name pronounced Elise? Hello? Else, L, it's pronounced L.
Leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the
Eloise?
children are stealing passes to...
Eloise?
Sell on the black market.
It's similar.
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back?
Yeah, I have no choice
And we
then.
want to ensure that no more are stolen.
So I have no choice.
Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan.
You know a good way to get your stolen goods back? Turn into a fire
I
demigod.
don't know. Try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Eloise.
Clive.
Why do I ever ask chat anything? The NPC will tell me. Eloise.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
That's kind of what I was thinking, Vash. Like, why don't we just climb up over the rocks? Surely they have scouts up there. You know?
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that.
She gave me a seal so that I can get a trader badge. She's like, what? Like, what the fuck?
And he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.